lay down.
It's live.
Hey everybody, it's Quentin and Tamia. This is our first YouTube live, and we wanted to start off our YouTube live channel by hopefully introducing the fact that we will be having a YouTube channel. So this will be airing soon. My husband is getting all the things needed for that channel to take off in effect. So we just, hey Montrese. So we're just trying to get information out there. We're not life coaches. We're not marriage experts by any means. We just wanted to share our experience and how our marriage had begun. So I'll let you start.
I just want to say our channel is going to be called, what's wrong? He's right.
Our son is having a meltdown,
No,
so excuse me, y'all.
Our channel's gonna be called QTLove. We're gonna start it on YouTube pretty soon. We'll get the channel together. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be more of a, we're doing a live stream on YouTube to get response from you guys and feedback that relationship problems. We're gonna tell how we met and what we go through, budgets.
Legit.
Just more understanding on I ain't gonna say black marriage but just marriage in just particular, and how we follow the Lord and everything, and how we go forward in life. We've been married for 10 years, and we would just want to bring to you guys how it's been a steady pace.
Mm-hmm. So the title of this episode is How We Met. A lot of people may know how we met, but they don't know the backstory of how we met. And if you ask Quentin and I how we met while we're separated, you may get a separate story, depending on our mood or situations that may have occurred. So I'll let my husband begin first, because he's the head of the house, and I love just throwing that on him because he's the head of the house. I get to sit back and help my husband along. But how did we meet, babe?
We met at camp.
What was the camp called?
NYSP, National Youth Sports Program. I missed that camp. I'm mad it's gone, but we met there. I don't remember what year it was. I know we was probably 13, 14 years old, and we was on the same team. And it was like a sports camp that you did basketball, swimming, football, whatever sport it is, and you had a little education within between. I mean, it was Notre Dame students volunteering and helping out, and we met, and just everybody know I'm goofy, so back then Tamia really didn't like me, and she was on these other and so to me, I'm just I was just goofy and doing my thing. I was just ready for sports. I was a sports guy. I was gonna be the best at everything. I wasn't worried about girls at the time. And I'll let you continue.
So I remember I did not want to go to that camp. I begged my mom not to make me have to wake up early in the morning in the summertime because I wanted my sleep. And when my brothers and I had first came to camp, I was nervous, and then I saw Quentin, but I wasn't into him, as he had stated earlier. I had my own interests that I was trying to pursue, but it was the second year that I really looked at him differently. I saw his heart. I saw how transparent he was and genuine he was, and I began to love his nature, the laughter, how he wanted to always make everybody happy, how he was the life of the group, and that's what really made me get into who he was, and I wanted to get to know him a lot more. So I will throw him hints that I was into him. He wasn't catching on that quickly that I was into him, and so I remember I asked him, I said, so Quentin, who do you like at camp? You know how we young girls used to do, how we wanted to get the dude to say us, hoping they would say us. Well, he didn't say me, so I was upset. I was sad. I felt like I was outside of his league, and I was like, but no, I can't be outside of his league because I've seen his history. Not to be mean, but you know how we do it, ladies. So I guess we had began talking, and I told him that if I hadn't made varsity at this high school I was at, that I would be transferring to Washington. And so we met at Washington because I didn't make the varsity team consequently. And our first class was chemistry class. So I always found that ironic that we met in chemistry class, and chemistry is not my strong suit. Math is not my strong suit, but I'm great at managing. And so I did not study for that test at all because I felt like I was just smart enough to kind of glide by, even though it wasn't my subject. So I had asked him for all the answers on the test, pretty much, on this little piece of paper. And I thought he would blow me off or think less of me because I was trying to cheat. But he didn't, and he slid me all the answers back. And then after that, like, he was just the best man in my whole entire life. Like, I just wanted him to always be around me, partially because he was really, really smart, and he could help me get through chemistry. So I'll let you.
Not just chemistry, huh?
Yeah, well, no, a lot of other things. Chemistry was our start.
Yeah. So in chemistry class, you know, we used to write notes to each other, and you know, I'm one of those guys. Yeah, I'm very bashful. You know, didn't see things happening, but I always was a little, you know, slick too. Ooh. And so she must have sent me a message, you know, before there were cell phones and text messaging, it was writing notes, everyone. That's right. And we wrote notes to each other. And she sent me a note, and I sent her one back, and she told us who I like in the class, and I told her everybody but her, you know, just to show her. You know,
he wasn't trying to show me nothing. He was just scared of getting rejected. Let's keep it real.
And then she said, "Is that it? Is that it?" I said, "You know, I do like you, and you know that's how I started. And you know, I asked her out, and that's how we got together. I don't remember what day was that. It was a long time ago, 2003. That's when it was. We started our relationship, and I mean it's a lot of stuff happened between here and back then. I mean, relationship to, you know, the first year of being in a relationship. Actually, that first year, I was too clingy. She says, and so.
Oh wait. Okay, so let me clean that up. So what I meant by clingy is, a lot of times when you're not used to being loved properly or having a guy who was head over heels for you, when you get into an environment like that, sometimes you can take that for granted. Hey, Aunt Keisha. You could take that for granted. And that was one of the things that I had done. So I had wrote him a nice letter because I am not a player. I would rather, you know, end one relationship before I jump into a next one and do it the right way. So I wrote him a note. And he cried.
Hold on now. No, how you tell the stories? Wait a second now. Whoa.
Okay, you didn't cry?
Wait a second.
Well, he got a little misty eye. Some got in his eye, like some lint or something. And so then I felt bad. I felt bad. So I still did my own thing, though. I still meant what I said. But after I would say, it wasn't even a month. I would give it a few days. I realized that he was who I needed to be with. Like, I couldn't imagine life without him, and I had to apologize. And did I write you another letter?
About what?
About me wanting to get back with you? I don't think I did. But I remember...
No, we had to talk on the phone. Then we had our...
Adam!
Wait a minute, Adam. Hold on now, brother. Now you tripping.
So I don't know how we got back together, but all I remember is him saying, "Are you 100% sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, babe." And he was like,
we had our first date before we got back together. I had to interrupt you so we can remember this time. And we had the first date. We went to the movies. Then our car stopped. Ran out of gas. Gas ran out. And look, yeah, I remember. Adam, you lying. So. Yeah, we had our first date, and then we went later that night. We talked about it, and we want to. I asked her, "Is she ready?" Because you know we had
that up. Is she ready for what?
Ready to have a relationship.
Oh, okay, thank you.
To start dating again, because she was iffy. Mm-hmm. And so, go ahead.
I'm not a player, like I said. But I wanted to make sure that he was worth my time and my passion, because when I love hard. I don't know how to love any other kind of way. So I was just testing the waters to see how much he was into me, because if y'all remember, before we got together, I was asking him, who do you like? And he went all around the world before he circled around to me. So I had to allow him the opportunity to show me how much he loved me. And he did a good job. So then, you know, fast forward, you know, I'm on my way out to college.
Man, we skipped a whole bunch, didn't we?
I said fast forward.
Man, we fast forward a lot.
Okay, well, rewind that thing.
Well, look, we was one of the admirable couples in high school. People, you know, people seen us. We did the yearbook thing. We did everything together. We did our pictures the first year.
I taught him how to drive.
She did. She's 1 year, not 1 year older than me, but she was in a higher level than me in school.
And I knew how to drive.
She knew how to drive. She was driving before me, and you know, she kind of taught me how to drive.
I did that for you. Keep going.
Hold on. Brandon said he got to go to the hospital.
Y'all don't know, check Brandon out. He has a YouTube channel called Cartoon Connect. He is the illustrator of the little Ron videos. Check him out if you haven't already heard about him. This is Quentin's cousin, so support.
Yeah, he's big on YouTube, but I was just checking some messages from him because I was telling him about the live stream, and he, for some reason, you know, he can't make it. But let's talk about, you know, you teaching me how to drive. How about you tell me how much trouble we got?
Oh my gosh, y'all. Like, I am not an angel. Well, I am. I am the apple of the Lord's eye. But you know how you could get yourself in a lot of trouble when you call yourself being in love. So there was a lot of things that we had did that, you know, I would never want our kids to do by any means, like sneaking out the window, trying to be with your boo. You know, I'm not going to give y'all too much more unless we end up going down that road. But yeah, it was a lot of things that I had done for him that I would never, ever, ever do for anybody else. And I would never recommend any young adult to do. Well, not any young adult, but any young teenager to do, because you need to respect your parents, respect the ones who put a roof over your head, despite what I did. But yeah, I would travel from South Bend to Fort Wayne when he had went off to college. There was a lot of things I did for him that I would never do for anybody else. What were some of the things you did that could have got you in trouble?
I couldn't get in trouble. My mama.
Your mama on Facebook.
Yeah, she is on Facebook. But hey, you know, the truth hurts. And the truth hurt me. So, but, you know, I was by myself most of the time at home, and I kind of, you know, couldn't get in trouble. Basically, I could have did everything I wanted to. And it was wide open for me to do everything, but I chose not to. I think the Lord put me in a place where I shouldn't do certain things, and you know, this relationship right here was where it was at. And okay.
So
you gonna hold that? You gonna go all the way in today? How many episodes we gonna do? This is how much we been streaming?
I don't know.
How long we been going, everybody? About 15 minutes.
If y'all want us to keep talking, put us some comments in there to let us know to keep continuing on with the conversation.
Or if you want something to talk about, if you want us to discuss something, just put it in the comments. Discuss something about our relationship, about yours, how you feel about a certain issue in your life that you want to be discussed by somebody else instead of, you know,
always hearing it from your family.
Correct.
That's one thing about relationships and family. Sometimes you got to know where to cut it off.
Yeah. Because the person that you think that's going to give you the most information, it hasn't had a successful relationship, but they're giving you a lot of, you know, they think they're giving you good information, but it's bad information because it's off of their history, not yours.
That's right. So let us know, everybody. We hope to continue this, hopefully weekly. If you enjoyed it, leave us a comment. If you want us to continue this live stream, let us know. Like I said, this is the first introduction into our marriage YouTube channel that we will be putting together here soon. So I'm excited. I hope you all are excited. Anything you want to share or add?
stay tuned for the YouTube channel. I'm gonna get it ready. We're gonna share it on our Facebook. I think my cousin probably gonna share it on his YouTube page. But it's gonna be called QTLove. Sounds pretty good. Simple-minded. I mean, not simple-minded.
I'm not simple.
Not simple-minded, but easy to, what's the word I want to say? To
real life. It'll be real life. You'll see our kids eventually. They want to get on the channel so bad. But you'll get to see Quentin and I outside of our norm. Goofy. We're goofy. I'm not always serious. A lot of people say I always look mean, especially when I was younger. To me, why you always look mean? It's because I'm thinking a lot. So, you know, you'll get to see us. We'll do like interactive type things with you all, our audience. You'll get to see us in our family time when we're just driving around. We like to rap. We freestyle. We have fun.
You freestyle.
I freestyle. I have fun with my son. We freestyle. He wants to be an artist, so that's what we do. We rap. So you'll get to see a lot of us, but we just want you guys to support, share our video, let others know about us. This is real. We do not want to come to you giving you any type of filtered information. We want to give you information that you could actually utilize and use that will hopefully bring you the same success that we have. So with that being said, we appreciate everyone who tuned into our channel. We'll let you know more as we get further into it. This is our baby Faye. She is 6 months. She's a chunky little something, but we just love her. So she was the only one who was able to grace this live stream. So everybody enjoy. We appreciate you all for coming out. Take care.
Thank you.